Hey everyone, welcome to the beginner breakdown video for Robert Garcia in King of Fighters 14. If you've never seen a beginner breakdown video before, I'm going to teach you the basics of this character. That way you can get right into the game, start beating up your friends. So if you're not good at learning a new character or you're a low level player, this video is just for you. And with that, let's get started. As always, let's go over the 4 normals first. Light punch, light kick, heavy punch, heavy kick. If you've been watching these videos so far, a couple of them, you probably already know. Far light punch whiffs on pretty much medium, average sized bodied characters and smaller if they're crouching, and then same with heavy punch, but both of those will hit big bodies like Chang. And then his kick buttons won't whiff on any crouchers in the game that I found. Light kick's really good, it goes really far as you can see, very very far. And then heavy kick, the hitbox on that is very deceptive. It's gonna look like magic. Check this out. How did that hit him? So yeah, it's not bad. So you can definitely use either of those to kind of poke, especially light kick, really good poke. Only far light punch is slightly positive on block. Far light kick and heavy punch are both a little negative on block, and then this is pretty negative on block. And then his far heavy punch, you can super cancel it like that. You can also cancel into his fireball super, and then his far light punch is special cancelable, like that. And you can do whatever you want off of it, like uppercut. You can also use far heavy kick as an anti-air. Pretty good. It goes really far, so you can use that as a one button anti-air if you're not good at doing this to anti-air. Then I almost forgot, you can also cancel his far heavy kick into his supers as well. So yeah, I would probably stick with heavy punch. It's less negative on block if they block this, but you know, you also have to consider if they're crouching or not. Like this will hit crouchers, but this won't. But this is safer, and this is not. Next, let's go with close normals. Light punch, light kick, heavy punch, and heavy kick. So his light punch, heavy punch, and heavy kick are all special and super cancelable, so you can cancel them to whatever you need to. Then the heavy kick, you can cancel the first hit into a special move, or you can wait until the second hit. But he is further away, as you see, that didn't combo, so you do have to adjust your combo accordingly. Like I threw a fireball instead of that comboed. And like I said, they are super cancelable. And you can go into whatever super you need off of that, and then you can even super cancel the second hit of the heavy kick. But make sure you pick the right super, that way it all connects. I think you can even do his rush super. So you can't do his climax. You can do either of his supers off the second hit of heavy punch, or heavy kick that is. And then another thing to note is his close light kick whiffs on crouchers, pretty much every croucher. You can combo his light punch and close light punch, close light kick together, like that. But if they're crouching, you know, the second hit's just gonna whiff right in their face, and you really don't get anything off of that close light kick. You can't special cancel it or super cancel it, as far as I know. Yeah, like that in combo. The weird thing about that though is that close light kick is slightly positive on block, but it's not really worth it, I don't think, using it. You're probably not going to be using close light kick too much. The other buttons are fine though, especially heavy kick. Both hits are only slightly negative on block, so you can throw that out there and be safe in most circumstances that I can think of. I ran some tests, I had difficulty punishing that on block. My go-to Benimaru EX super couldn't punish that, and it also pushes them back pretty far if it's blocked. So close light kick, really good, use that a lot. And then both his heavy buttons can go into his command normals, so when you're learning your first Robert combos, you're going to be doing that a lot from his heavy buttons. So remember that. I'll reiterate that later when I get into the command normals. Next, let's go over his crouching normals. Here's light punch, light kick, heavy punch, heavy kick. Only his kicks are real lows, so the light kick or the sweep are actual lows. Both crouching light punch and heavy punch can be blocked standing or crouching. Heavy punch looks like crouching heavy punch looks like an anti-air. It kind of is. He's very similar to Rio in a lot of regards. Not a lot of horizontal range on it. So if you need more horizontal range, use heavy kick instead. If they're a little bit closer, you could use down heavy punch if you're not good at doing this stance here. Crouching heavy punch is also special cancelable and super cancelable as well. And then it has a lot of recovery on it, so like that's how long you have to wait before you can start, you know, moving backwards or doing anything. Yeah, so if you whiff this on a jump in, you got like the wrong angle and they land right in front of you, you're going to be recovering on this. Both those light buttons are pretty good. Light punch I think is very slightly positive on block, not that it matters too much, but light kick's really good. It's like really close to even on block from what I can tell. And you can get they're really fast, you can get a couple in a row, and then you can also, you know, special cancel that into whatever you need. So you can like do like that, or you know, go to any other special move. Same with the light punch, and then it's pretty standard sweep, goes decently far, and you can super cancel it, and you can also special cancel it as well to make it a little bit safer. Next, let's go over his jump ins. Light punch, light kick, heavy punch, heavy kick. They all work as standard jump ins, so if you're just jumping in for whatever reason, you can get, you know, whatever you need off of it if you land it. Jumping light kick is a pretty good cross up button, very easy to cross up with it. It's also pretty quick, has some good range on it. Like it loses out to heavy kick in terms of range just by a little bit, and it's quicker than heavy kick as well. You could meet somebody up in the air with that if they're jumping in on you. You can do that, and then this will work on crouchers as well. So you can definitely use that to cross up. You can short hop cross up with it as well if they're crouching pretty easily. Heavy kick can also cross up, but it's a little bit harder to cross up with it, especially on crouchers. It's easier if they're standing up. So use light kick for that. If you're short hopping and not trying to cross up, heavy kick could be your go-to. It has a good angle on it, really easy to get stuff off of it. And then you can also use it as your standard jump into if you want to. It has the most range on it. And then there's jump, heavy punch, heavy kick in the air, this blowback move. Plus on block like all of them. And it has a pretty good horizontal hitbox on it. It's better if you hit it early. It's pretty okay short hop button. You just want to hit it late. If you hit it early, you know you're gonna whiff. You gotta wait until like you're towards the bottom end of your jump when you hit it. Otherwise, you know, you'll miss on most average size crouchers or small crouchers in the game. Let's go over his command normals next. He has forward and light punch as one of them. And this move right there. So if you do it raw, you don't really get anything off of it. You can't even max mode cancel it. So it's just it is just an overhead. So that will hit him crouching with our crouch blocking. You can punish it on block. It is negative, but you probably have to be looking out for it. You have to punish it pretty specifically. So at low level, I think you can get away with using that raw. You can also combo into it from his heavy buttons. So like, you know, heavy punch for light kick, that'll combo. And then you can even wait till the second hit of heavy kick to go into that command normal. And then that command normal, if you combo into it, it does lose its overhead property, so they can block it crouching or standing. But you do gain the ability to special cancel it. And he does have one air special move, it's corkscrew back and kick, so that's what you can cancel it into. And it'll look like that, and it'll all combo. One thing to note is if they block it, if they do block it, it's not a real block string. So let me set this up, give me a sec. Like that right there. So, you know, if someone's like mashing something in between, you know, during your block strings, they can definitely hit you out of it, especially with a move that's a reversal and invincible, like his uppercut, heavy punch uppercut. So that's what you saw right there. At low level, you probably don't have to worry about it too much, and again, they have to be looking out for it, or maybe they're just mashing, you know, in between your block strings, so that could happen, so you might want to remember that. So next is his other command normal. It's forward light kick. It's really good, so you're probably not going to be doing it raw. You can combo into it from his heavy buttons really easily, and it's fairly safe on block. You can even wait to the second hit of heavy kick, and that move is special cancelable, so you can get some easy combos off of that. And then it's also super cancelable as well. Yeah, like that. So you can get Fireball super, you can get the other super. You have a lot of options with that. command move. It's pretty good. And then, like I said, it's pretty safe on block. It's not positive, it's only slightly negative, I believe. So definitely do that a lot. It's pretty useful. And if you're kind of okay at max mode combos, you can be like, kind of do that and then do whatever you want off of that. Pretty simple. You just do like the same thing twice. And you just max mode cancel between both of those, both of the same combos right there. Next is his blowback move, heavy punch plus heavy kick. This move right there, he moves forward quite a bit. The hitbox isn't right at his foot as you see right there. It's more like around his ankle. So you gotta remember that it's not right at the tip. And it is pretty hard to punish. It's only slightly negative on block. And then if you cancel like with a heavy punch fireball, you can get a combo off of it pretty easily. So you can just cancel into fireball if you wanted to. And then you can also like land it. And then you can throw a fireball super as well. Like that. You can do, you know, EX fireball. Yeah. So I mean, you can do that if you wanted to. If you see that land, you have a decent amount of time to input the super afterwards to make a combo. Quickly go over his throws. Here's forward throw, which is not a hard knockdown, and then back throw is a hard knockdown. So you can use his back throw to continue pressure, or you can immediately throw a fireball, make him block it. Next, let's go over his special moves. First, he has critical forward and either punch. Here is light punch, so it's a projectile. It goes about that fast. Heavy punch goes faster. You can combo into them from these heavy buttons. Both of them are pretty negative on block. And then EX is the safest one. It's only a little negative on block. And then unlike the other two, EX version does more damage and it also knocks them back. And you can do you can super cancel it. I believe in the corner. Yeah, in the corner if you land EX fireball, you can juggle them with something afterwards. Like you can cancel, like you can do that uppercut and you can cancel the uppercut into super, stuff like that. Or his EX fireball into like another EX move. So you can experiment around. You can get a lot of stuff with that in the corner. And then you can also super cancel it into either super. Both supers work. So you can do the fireball into the other fireball super. No, you can do it into that rush super and it'll work. You can't combo into his Climax though. I believe that pushes him too far back. So you can just ignore that. Yeah, it works. You just have to be at the right range for it to work, because he only goes so far for his Climax super. So next he has that uppercut move. It's forward, down, down, forward, and punch. Here's light punch, heavy punch, and then EX. So here's light punch. They do more damage the further you go up in strength, and EX does the most damage. Heavy punch is 2 hits, and then EX is more hits. Yeah, you don't really get much off of his uppercuts. They're more like combo enders. Even in the corner, the EX doesn't really get you anything as far as I know. But you can super cancel them on the first hit. So that rush super will combo. It's pretty easy too. So if you input the motion for the uppercut, all you have to do is core circle back plus punch, and that's it. And you'll get the full thing. A little bit of a shortcut trick there for you. Next he has half circle back and kick. Here's light kick, and that is 3 hits. It does not knock down. Here's heavy kick, and goes a little further. It's 4 hits. It does not knock down either, but it does more damage. EX is pretty quick. 5 hits, and it does even more damage. The light kick one is the safest one out of the 3, the hardest one to punish. They get easier to punish the further you go along. And then the EX one gives you the most combo potential in the corner and in mid-screen, so you can land like uppercut, uppercut super. You can land like, I believe you can land like a fireball afterwards as well, so you can do like fireball into fireball super, stuff like that. And then you even get combo potential in the middle of the screen as well if you land it. So you can hit him afterwards. I tried doing uppercut right there, but got heavy punch instead. But as you saw right there, you can hit him before they land. And then none of them, you don't have to worry about any of them whiffing on crouchers. They'll all hit. And then if you land, you can be kind of a jerk. If you land the light kick one, that one is pretty even on hit. So you're right next to them. If you think they're mashing or something, hitting buttons, you can be a jerk and just do DP right afterwards. do that uppercut and then blow through their move. Next he has cortical back and kick in the air. So that's light kick. This is more or less the angle on it and how far he goes. Heavy kick goes a little, it goes slightly further, and then EX goes even further and it's quicker. Both the light kick and heavy kick versions do the exact same amount of damage. EX does the most damage, and then they're all negative on block. You want to try to land them closer to the ground as possible, like trying to hitting them in the lower part of their legs, like below the knees. That will make it less negative on block. If you make them block it like really high up, it's really easy to punish. Same thing with EX. And then the EX one gets you some stuff in the corner. So they have to be pretty high up for you to be able to hit them. Once they start like falling downward towards the ground, you can't really hit them. They have to be like going up. So you can also get it off of like if you combo off of it. If you combo into this move, you can get EX, and then you're at the perfect height where you can get stuff after it, like super. You can get like dragon. You can get an uppercut into super. So it's possible to get stuff mid screen. It's just harder, and you get less stuff. It's more effective in the corner. So you saw that EX DP EX uppercut hit, only because it goes really far horizontally. I don't think you can land these spin kicks because once they get to like the height of those kicks, yeah, you can't hit them anymore. You can only hit them when they're pretty high up off of those dive kicks. So next he has forward, back, forward, and then kick. It'll look like this. It's light kick, and I believe heavy kick is exactly the same. Yeah, and then EX. All of them are pretty negative on block. So don't go in. Also, you don't really want to whiff those. Only the EX one is really worth doing. In the corners, at least. That way you can hit them afterwards. Yeah, you're probably not going to be using those too much. They're a little awkward to combo into. You can combo into them from his heavy attacks. But you have to be pretty close for that to work. Yeah, like that. And you can, yeah, you don't really get much off of them mid-screen at all. They're like a combo ender that isn't too great. Only the X one in the corner. That's the only one I would use personally when you're starting out with Robert. Because I didn't mention it, those kick moves are super negative on block and like have a horrible whiff recovery. Next he has half circle forward and kick. So that's the whiff animation. Heavy kick's the same thing. They're both command grabs. And then the EX one is also command grab and does more damage. It'll also juggle them higher than the other one, so you can actually get follow-ups after it. So yeah, you can only do that in the corner and off of the EX one. So you're probably just going to be using it as a flat-out command grab if they're blocking too much. You can grab them with that. Just be worried there's a whiff animation. And you can combo into it as well. Like that, and then same with his heavy kick. You have to combo into it from the first hit though. Then you can also do like his light buttons as well. Like that was off a crouching light punch. Next, let's go over his supers. If you watch the Rio video, his supers are very, very, very similar. So he has forward, half circle back. Excuse me, he has forward, half circle forward plus punch. And that's his fireball super. Everybody in this team has that exact same super. And there's the EX one. Both go full screen, you can combo into them pretty easily. And then he also has cortical forward, half circle back plus punch. He rushes forward pretty far, and then the EX one I believe he rushes even further. And if he's close enough, it'll look like this. And then the EX one. And then his Climax super is half circle forward twice, and then both kicks. So you have to be pretty close for that to land. If you're going to cancel one super into another super, you can do it in either direction. So if you want to do the fireball one, so yeah, you want to cancel it right when the fireball hits. And then the rush super, you can cancel it at any point, but you want to cancel it like closer to the end when he does that last hit. So it looks something like this. Ideally you want to wait even later until he does like that last hit, the uppercut, and then you want to cancel that. And if you want to cancel this Climax super, it's exactly the same thing. If you're canceling the fireball super, you want to cancel right when the fireball hits. If you're canceling the rush super into Climax, you want to cancel it right when the uppercut hits, or anytime before that uppercut is fine as well, if that's easier for you. Then starting off with combos, from up close, you can obviously cancel his heavy buns into uppercut, and then you can cancel the uppercut into super, and then the heavy kick you can cancel into, you can wait till the second hit and cancel into that spin kick. I did the light kick version of it. You can even do the heavy kick version of as well, or the EX one. Of course, if you do the X one and if they're in the corner or mid screen, you can juggle them afterwards. So that's pretty good. And in both those heavy buttons, you can easily go into his command normals, especially the forward light kick one. That's the really good one. So you can do like both hits of that and then forward light kick, and then you cancel that to whatever you want basically. And then you can also do cancel into forward light punch as well, and then cancel that, and of course we'll go back, light kick or heavy kick for that dive kick, and it'll all combo. And then from crouching, I would go with some simple light kick combos. Get a couple crouching light kicks in a row. You can cancel into uppercuts. You can cancel into the standing light kick if you wanted to. You don't get anything off the standing light kick though. So you cancel the crouching light kick into the spin kicks as well. If you're a little bit more technical, you can do something like that. 2 light kicks from point blank will put you in range of standing light plunge, and then you can cancel in the spin kicks, or like EX spin kicks, stuff like that. So I would definitely start there. Alright everyone, thanks for watching my Robert Garcia breakdown video. Hopefully you learned a thing or two. Quick time to chill. If you enjoyed the content, you found something useful, feel free to hit that subscribe button. It does motivate me to get these out. I'll still do them regardless, so I'm not holding them hostage, because I am learning a lot about the game and different characters, which is fun. So you can check out the description below for some relevant links, like my Twitter. Like if you want to know when these come out, or like want some updates on when the next video is coming out, when I'm working on it, you can definitely check that out. I pretty constantly update that when I'm working on these, because I don't have an engraved schedule yet of like how I do these. They usually end up, I've noticed, being uploaded towards the end of the week. So let's go to character select. So the next character is Yuri. If you saw the maximum video, you saw her in that video, and that's why that's the reason why I did this team. So yeah, look forward to that, and thanks for watching.